ever. I'm seeing it. I'm literally seeing this book everywhere. Your book shouldn't be seen as a book, but really a tunnel
Thank you.
to transformation.
That is my
It should be,
goal.
yes.
I would love to
It's
have.
already in the air.
I love it. Yes, Carla.
It's
Thank you.
already done because I've worked with youth for a long time, and they love. Sometimes they love, and actually, really, what I wanted to say is a tunnel to safety.
Oh, I love that safe
And
harbor.
so right, because it's a lot of times when there's turbulence and things that are, strange things are happening all around them. And what is more, like stranger than a skeleton, right? It's kind of like strange, scary, Halloweenish, whatever. But for some people, that's their life. That's the real
Yes.
life of feeling strange, of
Hmm.
feeling scared,
Hmm.
and then be able to embrace that scariness and really getting
Yes.
that confidence to safety. So your book becomes this tunnel to safety, emotional safety of able to say everything's gonna be okay.
Hmm.
You're
And
gonna
sometimes you
take
just need that
it's
one
not taking a
person.
joyride in the night.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Sometimes you just need that
So
one
you definitely
person.
have to reach out.
Yes, I love that because that's what it is. Reagan really says, yes, you're different. Other people might be scared of you, but I'm not. Let's dance together. And that's what the book is about. That when we put our differences aside or we celebrate our differences, that's where the real magic happens. And so that we are better together. And it's about finding that tribe that really builds you up and makes you believe in yourself. So thank you for seeing that vision. My
That's a
goal would be to be into elementary schools and to have
it's a
children
TED
have,
talk. It's a TED
yes.
talk. Do a
Oh, I
TED talk.
love that.
Do a TED talk in regards to it's a perspective. What we're sharing is a perspective
Yes.
of coming from a different angle, and with you having that experience, you know how to put the TED talk together to open everyone's eye and having that compassion, right? Compassion is about being in someone else's shoe. Well,
Yes.
we need to be in Reagan's shoe.
Oh, I love that.
We
I
need to
love
be
that.
in her shoe and understand her journey, and that how a person who have gone through getting their bachelor's, their master's, their PhDs can literally, even if they haven't walked that, but you might have, and like you said, you've walked your strange land,
Hmm.
but Reagan's strange land is still different from yours, and you are
Yes.
still learning from her land, from
Yes.
her walk and her journey. And this book is actually, no, think about it. You've gone through this process, and you are still learning from her. So using that book
I love
with
this.
children all over the world
Are
who
you going to
can
come to my
literally,
TED Talk? You going to be
I
there?
would love to. I mean, hey, I'll be in the front seat. I'll be in the
Yes,
front seat
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
because I'm literally seeing a massive transformation
Thank you.
happening through the eyes of children
Hmm.
because of this book.
Thank you. That would be my ultimate dream come true. People do things for a lot of reasons, for big money, for big fame. Mine is so that other families have a reason to smile, and there might be a reason that their journey might be a little lighter because of us sharing our story and then being able to
Now,
see themselves in it.
and as a coach, I'm just going to have to stop you there because you're saying two sabotaging things right now.
Uh-oh.
I have a tribe was called Inspirepreneurs. And what
Okay.
Inspirepreneur, that's what you are. Inspirepreneur are those who make a living while making a difference.
Mm-hmm.
You can make a difference while making a living. It's okay.
Yes.
And I was hearing as if you just want to focus on making a difference. No, you can make a living
Well,
doing
no,
it too.
yes, that's true. I got to
Yes,
put food on the
okay.
table too.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what put on the
Yes.
table. So this the whole point of all of this is to let people, because we are givers. But
Yes.
givers sometimes like telling a pastor, you can make money coaching or mentoring. Oh no, I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to do it
Mm-hmm.
because it's gonna say no, you can do that too.
No,
And
what's really cool and what I love about Fresno is I created a bone boutique, and I'm hoping one day to have, like a Fresno bus and have all kinds of this brand of Fresno, because you can see the little plush doll back here, and we have puzzles for all age ranges. So 24 piece, 48, 60,
yeah,
and
yeah.
500 piece puzzles. And so I've even talked to therapists about teaching children how to tell their trauma story while building a puzzle so that they're sensory distracted and they're able to articulate while they're putting together a cute puzzle with this skeleton and his best friend. And So, oh, you see it, Carla. I'm so excited about this journey. And it's just another chapter of a story. Never envisioned it. I never would have wished for any of the trauma to happen.
No,
But
no.
but now it's crazy how beauty can come when you say, like, I will not give up. Every day, it's not always pretty, but every
Mhm.
day I'm willing to put my feet on the floor and try just a little bit harder. And some days
Yeah,
it works and some days it doesn't.
but think about it. It's really in to honor Buddy.
Hmm.
It's
Hmm.
to honor Reagan. It's to honor you.
Yes.
What you're sharing is really to honor your journey.
Absolutely. And
It
my precious
becomes,
family. Yeah.
yeah, it honors your family, and it honors for all that you've shared with others and be able to take, like, why would you take all of this skill set that you've learned and not share it on a TED Talk and
Yes.
not share it at a conference of social workers and those of psychologists and psychiatrists? Why would you not share it? You know
Well,
what
I
I call
have to
that?
share. Yes.
You
What do you
have to
call
share
that?
that. Selfish.
If I keep it to myself, well, I am going to share it.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So I think a lot of times we as givers, we think, oh my God, I don't want to make a dollar. But
Oh
in
no, I definitely
actuality,
do.
yes. No, you know what I'm saying. It's like it
Yes.
is something that you have. To me, I don't say I don't like to sell. I
Yeah.
want to share something of my heart.
Yes.
But if I make and exchange it for income or
That's
for
amazing.
monetary financial, fine. That is how the world
Yes.
works. That's the system that we are in, period.
Yes.
It is fine. We do
Yes.
have to serve our families. And that's
Agreed.
part of putting value into our time, into our
Hmm.
energy, into our skill sets. But it is something that has to be done. This is
Yes.
you're in a has to. Some people say, oh, okay, that's cute. No, this is pain that's being withheld.
Yes.
Now I sound like a mama, don't I?
No, I love it. I like mama talk because it's gonna be you're gonna be the reason I'm up on a TED Talk stage doing a talk. So it's funny because I have thought in that mindset. My parents would say, Ashley, you have this really secure career and you're venturing off with this small business and this and that, and it's not guaranteed. And I said, no, nothing's guaranteed though. My position and the institution's not guaranteed. COVID showed us
Mhm,
that
mhm.
that nothing's really guaranteed. Life has shown me nothing's guaranteed. But my parents wanted to know, bottom line, how much is it guaranteed to make you? And I said, however much I'm willing to put into it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's about the fight. And it's for me, it's about, I believe in it so heavily that I self-published the book myself. I actually went beyond what a lot of self-publishers do. I ordered all the books myself because I had envisioned this. I'm going to be on the road. I'm going to be in hospitals, schools. I want to be in places where people need this message. And so a good friend said, well, how much do you believe in it? And I said,
mhm,
I believe it. And he's like, well, then order like that. And so I ordered, big break points, and
yeah,
my
yeah,
upstairs is a distribution center, and people think I'm a little crazy. And they're like, that's a lot of inventory. And I said, I know, but that means I have to work it and I'm going to sell it. And so it is funny how you can almost do certain acts to set yourself
yeah,
up to say, well, you're in it now, girl. It's time to
yeah,
start making it
yeah.
work.
It's time, especially now. It is time to reach out to every social working organizations,
Yes.
boys and girls clubs,
Yes.
all the principals and superintendents, and reach out and share that book with them,
Yes.
and even maybe some local libraries, and
Mhm.
where you do some, there's going to be something connected with grief, trauma, and victimization
Yeah, and
on
overcoming
all of them.
adversity, really, because I mean, there isn't a single soul I don't think that we don't cross paths with that,
Yeah.
we always hear that, oh, everyone's fighting their secret battle. It's so true. It's
Yes.
so true. We all whether it's our own demons or life circumstance or trauma experience or loss, we're all just functioning, like the cost of
Yeah.
living is loss and
Yeah.
failure and pain, but there's also all of the good things that come
Yeah.
if you let yourself dream. And so that's what this household's trying to do.
Yeah. This your TED talk will follow the hero's journey from Joseph Campbell.
Oh, okay, I need to research that one. The
The
hero's journey.
hero's journey is one person. Think about it, you were a professor. Everything was perfect.
It
It was
was.
beautiful. That's what happens with the hero's journey.
Hmm.
Every every blockbuster. Now, of course, some of this stuff is going to be off edit. I'm just
Yeah.
sharing with you
Yeah,
as it's coming to my spirit.
of course.
Every blockbuster in the world forever has gone through the hero's journey.
That's true
Once you
too.
see the hero's journey, once you read and study the hero's journey,
Mm-hmm.
every time you see a movie, you're gonna see literally this is what every filmmaker go through to
Okay.
make the. If a movie doesn't go through the hero's journey, it doesn't become a
It's
blockbuster.
not going to work. Okay.
So
Okay.
as a TED talk, just
Is that
imagine having that conversation, right, and going through those pitfalls and climax and all that other good stuff,
mm-hmm.
and what's gonna happen because here you are, a professor, perfection,
Mm-hmm.
pleasure, parenthood,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Beautiful
all,
marriage.
all the P's you can think of.
Mm-hmm.
And then boom, now
Yeah.
you have to choose a door. You have to choose a fork in the road.
Mm-hmm.
When
Are
you
you
go
going
into
to handle it?
despair, how you gonna exactly. And then you're finding your way, you're seeking, you did all the seeking,
Mm-hmm.
people are coming and help supporting you. I mean, it's a journey.
Yes. I love this
It's a
idea.
journey.
I'm in. Yes. I've actually looked up
It-
TEDx talks because you could like submit yourself, and try to see with COVID, that's just been a killer. But maybe I'll look out for like the 2021
yeah, it's
conferences
fine.
and
It's
start.
fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fine. Just it's a matter of seeing the end of the road of what that project's gonna be,
Yes.
and then right, and then the end game of it, and then be able to walk your path to it. So whatever you're doing, if it aligns now,
I
because now
like
you
that.
see the picture,
Mm-hmm.
and once you see the picture or where you see right, it's GPS. It's your GPS
Yes.
for that vision, because vision
Yes.
does change
And
whatever.
I think
But
I'm thinking about doing like a workbook and curriculum and all kinds of things that
yes,
would go with
it's important. It's
Fresno.
important.
Yes. Yes.
If not, you will limit the book.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The book is needed. The book is something that's going to. I mean, I'm seeing this. I
Uh-huh.
haven't even read the book. I don't need to read a book, but I know based on how you're sharing the story,
Yes. It's
based.
beautiful. You're going to fall in love. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
I got to get
I'm going to send you
my
I'll,
autograph.
yes, you get a hard copy. I'm going to send you the e-copy when we're off this call. I think
Okay,
you'll
okay.
fall in love.
Yeah, so a lot of think of a lot of the school district, a lot of kids
Yes.
are going through pain,
Yes.
alternate schools, even
Mm-hmm.
actually maybe some prisons.
Yes.
People don't realize a lot of
Yes.
prison
Or
are,
children of prisoners.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
children of
Who
prisoners.
struggle with literacy and all
Yeah,
kinds of things.
after this call, after this session, you have to literally sit down and just write
Yes.
down because ideas can become stillbirth,
Yes.
right? So you have to write down all of the different things that are coming through from this conversation
I love it.
of all the
Yes.
people, all the leaders, all the decision makers
Mm-hmm.
that can make you go through those doors.
I like this.
Because
Okay.
and then literally you're sitting on a 8 million eight. You're sitting on an 8 million. I'm seeing the number 8 million.
Let's do this, Carla. For real?
I'm just saying. So you just send my check later. That's okay.
Yes,
But
I will. Yes.
but no, you're sitting on 8 million.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm saying 8 millions is 8 avenues. 8 avenues. So think of education. Think of
Okay.
government. Right? Think of this thing could become a movie.
That would be or a little cartoon or something. Mm-hmm.
I
I
don't know
like
what
it.
else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. It's a wide open dream.
Yes.
It's a wide open dream.
I believe in
And
it
and
so
I don't
deeply.
say this to everybody. I really don't say this to
Thank you.
everybody. So
Thank you.
so
I
it's
believe
just
in
some
it so deeply. It's
and
one
you
of those
and you
things where, yeah, I'm like, this is my calling now, and it's permission to say, as you've
yeah.
grown, you might have evolved away from the traditional path that you were on, but all of the gifts that I had been building, it's crazy looking back at how all of the gifts, the people that were put into my life, the experiences I've had, the teaching moments, all of the things that now you wouldn't necessarily think translate to the work that I'm doing or the children's book author, right? I'm this criminologist studying murder, but it all does so seamlessly. It all
Mhm.
does because it's all about just literally humanity and how we're all functioning in this journey of life. And so
Mm.
it's exciting.
The next generation of grief.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know why I came up with that title, but the
Okay.
next
Can I
generation
steal
of
it?
grief. No, I'm sharing this with the whole point of coming on your inspired journey is to bless.
Okay.
That's the whole point of why I'm here.
Well, I hope I'm
And as it
blessing you as well.
you just blessing my daughter, you bless me. So
Oh,
but that's what's coming. The next
okay.
generation of grief. You know why? Because you're dealing with the next generation and you're dealing with
Yes.
grief. What
Yes.
more fitting title is that?
That's amazing.
So everyone's going, what do you mean the next generation of it? What are you talking about? Is it there's the next generation of it? Yes, there is.
Yes, it is
Because
intergenerational when you don't handle things
it,
and when you don't set a yes.
you
Mm-hmm.
not only you have the credibility, you have the experience,
Yeah.
you have the next generation that can be impacted positively or negatively. But you're
Mm-hmm.
not going to go live by default. You're going to make it
No,
by design.
by
And by
purpose.
design is by and on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's your calling, because you see it's a purpose,
Yes.
it is a purpose for you to do this as a calling to bring this forth, to bring this baby forth
Mm-hmm.
in the right way as is actually witnessing the journey of
Oh,
Reagan.
I love this. I love that you believe in it like I do because it's intoxicating.
It's
There's a
it's not even a belief, it is.
yes.
Did you get that? It's not
Yes.
a belief.
When it
It is.
exists.
It is. It's just waiting for you. That's all it's doing. But it's okay for you to not by me saying this, I'm not saying for you to rush this and do this in three
Oh
minutes.
no. No.
But do take your time and do it right.
Yes. And
And
that's been the
listen, we just totally went off this podcast.
that's okay. I was like
But
we we can re-record the
and
podcast.
we'll cut the pieces where we need to in, but it comes
Yes, I'm like
but when God is working, right, and it's coming through, you have to let
you
him
let
come
him
through.
work. Mm-hmm.
You let him do the work.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be a steward of this whole revolution for this next generation of grief.
I had that hit me, gave me chills because I had a fan read it and they wrote back and they said, Fresno is not a book, he's a movement. And I went, it's the same kind of idea that yes. And I think thank you for saying that this is not going to happen right away. As a perfectionist and OCD kind of, I put so much pressure on myself and it almost paralyzes you in the process. And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
for me, the last couple, really last probably month, I very heavily dedicated to like Ash, change like the way you talk to yourself. Like you should be doing these things. You could be doing these things. So here, make your list, you know, but
Mhm.
don't beat yourself up about deadlines and this and that because it's if it happens organically, this is a marathon. And
Yeah.
so letting it happen organically and making steps every day is really important. But having to complete and finish and make it all happen in one moment is just impossible. So, I mean,
I'm
I'm
going to make
also,
it easy. I'm going to make it easy for you. Do you
yes,
rush a baby?
no,
Exactly.
yeah,
It's a baby.
yeah,
It's your baby. So when it needs to be nurtured, you're gonna nurture it. When it needs to
mm-hmm,
go to sleep, put it to sleep.
yep, yep.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a good idea. Yeah.
It's you don't rush it. You don't rush it. You want to
I've got
do
to
it
quit my
well.
other job so that I can really focus on this.
You
I do.
do. You're gonna do what you're an intelligent woman. So you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
do what you need to do. So and be comfortable with that.
Yes.
Be
Confident in
confident
that.
in
Mm-hmm.
that. Be confident in that knowing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying believing. In that
Knowing.
knowing that you know you're smart enough that you're going to do the right thing
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I
because
like
you
that.
always do the right thing, right? So
Right.
since you already do it because you're a perfectionist, that means that and I was a perfectionist. I had to shift and become in the space of excellence and quality. Because
Okay.
if you don't shift in quality, then you're always seeking excellence.
Better.
You
Yeah.
seek excellence
Mm-hmm.
and quality. Do not seek perfection.
Yes, because you can never stop then. You're never proud of yourself.
Yeah. So
Yes.
just
Yes.
get it to something excellent and move on.
Oh my goodness. Okay, these are
Yeah.
gems. Okay, good. I'm
Right.
gonna do that.
So I've lived through that perfectionist life, and
It's
so
exhausting.
yeah, yeah.